crutches, bed baths, steroids, crutches, injections, something that I did. Am I paying for my mistakes? Why is this happening to me? Why should I try? Is it something that I did? Is there anything? Am I paying for my mistakes?
It was very well organized, and the artists are just amazing. I really loved to have that experience because it was full of emotions, humor, but very moving and touching. It was very enriching, artistically, aesthetically, and humanly also.
Well, I really enjoyed the show. I thought it was absolutely fantastic, and I thought it was very moving. Surprisingly moving. I found myself on the edge of tears a couple of times. It was really very moving. I thought, it was very expressive. You could really feel the pain, and I've had my own thing. I haven't had MS, but I've had major surgery, so I know what it's like to suddenly lose your body and not think. Luckily I came back, but I didn't. For a while you don't think you're going to come back, so I can relate to that.
I actually grew up with Laura, so we went to school, and I know the kind of history and what's happened. So yeah, it kind of just brought back memories as to what happened along the way, and I found myself sitting there and just getting a bit teary-eyed and a little bit emotional, really.
I'd like to think that it's raised awareness, it's done its job in that sense, and it reaches out to people who haven't, who don't know about the condition in a different way, so they're not being textbook style, this is what MS is, but actually here's a really fun way of looking at it. Oh, isn't that really interesting? Oh, that's really different. So I think that, hopefully everybody took something away from it, whether it's awareness or, the fact that they got to see a show.
I grew up with Laura. She was one of my best friends growing up, so kind of thing. It was the two of us being tomboys at school as such. But so I did kind of research into it. I had basic knowledge as to how deteriorating it can be and things like that. But the show kind of enlightened it a bit more, if that makes sense, and it really hit home a bit more as to the extensiveness and how damaging it can really be.
Quite aware of these things. I wouldn't say it's changed my perception, but I think I can see that it would have, because I'm quite aware of these things and I feel these things. But I think it portrayed it very well, and I think that's what we need. You need something like that to bring the awareness out there. And I think it's something people don't like to think about these things because it can be painful to think about it. But we do need to face these things and do something about it, don't we?
It helps people to know more that it doesn't have to be taken as something extraordinary. It's something very usual, very common. We have to cope with that and always carry on, and people have to understand that. I think that this is the most important thing.
How do you think that your show went this evening?
Oh, it seemed really great. There's such a positive atmosphere. There's so many people. It sold out, and it was packed, and it was nuts. Actually, when I was doing my first couple of performances, I saw a row of familiar faces that I hadn't seen in years. Obviously, my parents had been like, "Come to my